Welcome everybody to the Genesis Mindset. In this episode, I'm going to be looking at the potential for leverage plays within the ATROPA ecosystem. So there's this developing idea that I don't quite know the math on, and I'm actually thinking that I'm going to actually have to experiment with it to figure it out for myself, but I'm just slowly starting to develop this idea. So I'm going to discuss that idea and then also some potential leverage plays that I've noticed within the ATROPA ecosystem. So with that, let's actually get into the episode, because I also think it's really good to start paying attention to this now. I'm not sure if Pulse Chain has found its local top or if it's going to keep going. But I do think now is a really good opportunity to start looking at some of these altcoins within the ATROPA, well, I'm focusing mostly on the ATROPA ecosystem because there's such a massive amount of coins. But with that, okay, first looking again at the top coins within the last 24 hours. So Black Gold is still up there. Dog with Cat, Chief Troll Officer, Dog with Cat is also up there, paired with HOA. America is up there. pDAI up there again, 38%. Now, Rob's only brother. This is what I wanted to discuss it through. I wanted to discuss it through Rob, and TBI is up there. Nuts. Sammy the Squirrel. Where did this come from? So Sammy the Squirrel's up there. Fame, it's good to see Fame back up there. They've done a great job. pTGC, they are really, I think they've broken their all-time high. Teddy Bear Inu, actually, I'm going to have a look at pTGC. I do believe they've broken their all-time high. Hex up there as well. Not huge for the last 24 hours, but yeah, I mean, the double digits stopped at Sammy the Squirrel. So I'm just going to quickly, out of curiosity, look at pTGC, because this has been an interesting one that kind of came along after the ATROPA ecosystem was paired with very nice. Look at that. So good on your pTGC. They are, as Adam from Viber, interesting. So they are, as Adam from Viber Finance would say, going to the firmament. So, all right. So by the dollar value, it has broken its all-time high, but by its pulse chain value, it is not. And this is definitely something that you always need to pay attention to, because I've certainly made this mistake in the past where I've bought it based on the pulse value, but then I've sold it based on the USD value. And I thought, I should be up. And why don't I have way more pulse? Why am I so low on pulse still? But in actuality, because I was looking at the wrong pair. So always make sure that you get this right. Okay, so this is going to be this is going to be, I'm just going to try to explain this again. Again, it's a developing idea, and I don't know whether it's fully 100% correct or not. But so basically, we're talking about how one of the things. So first of all, let's look at these numbers. So liquidity is 6.2K, and the volume is 2.7K, but the market cap is 215K. That means there is not $215,000 worth of tokens within Rob. What it means is Rob is paired with all these different tokens that basically the pool of each of those tokens equals what the market cap is. I believe that's how the market cap is worked out. And as a matter of fact, accumulating circuit supply equals total supply includes locked, but excludes burned. Right, okay. So assuming circulating supply equals a total supply. So that includes a locked. So, okay, so in other words, yes, basically, let's say Rob is paired with, I know Rob is paired with Teddy Bear. So we've got Rob paired with Teddy Bear over here. And I know Rob is also paired with Pulse Chain. So PLS, it's probably also paired with PLSX. So these pools might actually, and it was probably paired with a lot of other tokens, right? So it might be, for example, so Rob, there is only one. It's very important to know that there is only one. There is only one Shane Schuler. There is only one Rob. That's fundamentally important to understand. So now, a small piece of Rob is paired with Pulse Chain. So let's say his little toe, Shane Hart Schuler's little toe is paired with PLS. Shane Hart Schuler's big toe is paired with PLSX. Now I definitely know, because Shane Hart Schuler I know he loves Maria. His teddy bear I know that it's his Willie paired with Teddy Bear. I just know it. That's how much love he has for Maria. Okay, so between those pools, let's say it's let's just say, okay, PLS, it might only be like 0.01. Again, I'm just going to pull out numbers here. Because it's his big toe, it'll be 0.01 rather than 0.001. And his Willie, of course, Shane Hart-Schuler's Willie, so it's probably 0.000 is paired with Teddy Bear, right? So this market cap is taking the value of this 0.00001 plus the Teddy Bear that it's paired with. Same as this with the pulse chain plus the Rob that it's paired with. This amount of Rob plus the PLSX equals the market cap, which means in actuality, there's only 6.2 liquidity. So if someone right now just does this huge sell and sells into like pulse, there might not be enough pulse for them to extract the full 6.2 liquidity out of the ecosystem. So that's how they get the slippage and the price drops a lot. So if someone just does a quick sell, it might drop a lot, for example. Well, actually, it's probably, it's going to be like a really disgusting candle like this, for example, because they're trying to accumulate more pulse and they're like, oh, sick, I can get all this pulse. But in actuality, there might only be like, okay, I'm going to delete that one. Again, just for argument's sake. So there might be 1 million pulse and 0.001. Actually, just for make it easy. So this is a pool. And again, I have to explain, this is not financial advice. I used to be good at maths and I still am. Like I used to be good at maths in primary school and I did calculus in high school and I was like, man, this is not for me. This is not for me. So my maths abilities, not going to lie, is not the best. So I probably could possibly be getting this wrong. Numbers is like, yeah, numbers is not my thing. So 1 million pulse to 0.01 Rob, 0.001 Rob. Now, if I go, all right, I've got 0.006 Rob, and then I want to convert that all into pulse chain, I can only extract $1 million out of pulse chain. So I might go 0.006, and then I'm going to sell for pulse chain thinking, oh, wicked, it's going to give me like 6 million pulse chain. But in actuality, there's only 1 million pulse in the pool. So then you get this massive slippage. I think that's how it works. Please correct me if that is wrong. So it's going to be the same for all of these tokens. So because the liquidity is actually so thin, this is what allows Rob to go up. So this is like a liquidity squeeze. It can actually go up fast and it can come down equally fast. But there's really only $6.2 thousand that can actually really be extracted from this ecosystem, even though the market cap is 215K. I think that's how it works. So now if we apply this concept to what we're trying to see in BFF, for example, and just with any other tokens, as this goes up, the market cap's 215K. But now if Rob goes and pairs this with like a brand new token and he wants to pump a brand new token, so he might go, maybe Shane Hart-Schuler owns let's just say he might own 0.09 Rob altogether. Well, actually, if there's one, let's say he owns 0.9 and the rest of the market, it's distributed amongst the rest of the market. So Shane Hart-Schuler owns 0.09 Rob, and he wants to become BFFs with the BFF. So then he'll pull 90% of that with BFF. So let's say then he'll actually pull of his 0.9, he'll pull like 90% of it essentially of his Rob, and that might pair up with, I don't know, whatever it's going to be, BFF. I'm just going to pull a number out of my butt here. Actually, I'll put just one BFF. So now, if he wants to pump the price of BFF with his Rob, if that's his interest, he's saying, you know what, I've had enough of Rob. I'm sick of Rob. I want to become one with Maria because I love Maria so much and I love talking about Maria, and Maria is my favorite and 414 is my bae. He is then going to sell his Rob down for BFF, and this is what's going to pump the price of the BFF. So instead of him going, okay, well, I want to buy a BFF, I want to buy like 1 million pulse worth of BFF, I can actually put him, maybe he's put 1 million pulse into here and it's created the value of Rob up to this price. So instead of putting 1 million pulse into BFF, he can put his 1 million worth of pulse of Rob into the BFF. But because the market cap is up here, he can basically create this pool and he can sell his Rob for the BFF, which will artificially pump the price of the BFF, and it will cause the ROB price to come down. So he's basically like leveraging this BFF, this ROB pool into BFF. I think that's how it works. Again, I'm not 100% sure, and I'm probably going to have to find a better way of describing that. But this is the developing idea as I'm thinking about it, as I'm looking at it. I think I'm actually going to have to create some tokens to actually see what it means to do a liquidity squeeze. I do know in principle that, yeah, if there's not a lot of things to sell on the market, it'll go up fast and go down fast. I know that much. And then, so if it goes up fast with a small amount of liquidity, and then I bang, take this and bond it with BFF, then I can actually pump this up in when I actually have this actually has like this more of this pretend value because it's actually bonded to all these other different tokens, which is what's happening with Rob. And I can pump the BFF up more. So it's like a leverage pump. I think that's how it kind of works. Don't quote me on that. So with that being said, just a little opportunity in the video the other day of the chat log, Maria was talking about the legal token, and the way legal was set up originally is what they're trying to do with BFF. And then I kind of looked at all the legal tokens and they were all virtually down, down, down. And I thought, oh, well, I don't get it. We want BFF to go up. So how am I looking at this wrong? So I've kind of been smashing my head against the wall and trying to figure this out, looking at all the different pairs and everything like this. But anyway, I'm just going to look at this, which I found to be quite interesting. Actually, where's the end date for this as well? Oh, I see, 26, right, very interesting. Okay, so I'm just going to take this period here from the 3rd of September until the 26th of September. So basically, legal against Rob. So legal dumped itself into Rob. So legal was going down against, legal was going down against down. And then at the same time, down was going up against the ATROPA. So down was going up. So basically, because I'm selling my legal into down, down is going up against the other pools. So legal is actually sort of leveraging, as legal's coming down, down is going up against all its other pools. And then I've also seen Maria talk about down being a leverage play on a ATROPA. So down to a ATROPA here, it went up almost a 3x, okay? Almost a 3x from the bottom to the top, almost a 3x. So now in that same time frame, so if my objective is to get more pulse chain, let's have a look at this. So first I'm going to go to a ATROPA. So to a ATROPA in that same period of time, PLS to a ATROPA from the 3rd of September to the 26th was a 4x, so almost 300%, which is a 4x. But to down, it was a 12x in that same period of time to my pulse chain. So therefore, if I was holding a ATROPA, for example, and it's like, oh, well, I want more pulse chain, I could have sold my ATROPA into down. The down has pumped 3x, and then the down to PLS is also a lot higher. So in actuality, by taking that trade and getting more, yeah, again, it's still like not 100% fully clear to me. I'm still kind of trying to work this out and kind of trying to find these little unique opportunities. So I don't even know if that really makes any sense. I'll be honest with you. So yeah, like I said, if you had a ATROPA and you wanted more pulse chain, then you could have sold your ATROPA for down at this price. You get a, sorry, to down at this price, you get a, and then, I mean, you may as well just leave it in the down at that point, really. And then what is that? That's a 4x. So 4x times 3 is 12. So it ends up working out the same. It ends up working out exactly the same. So in actuality, maybe this video was a bit of a waste of time. But anyway, that's me trying to work this stuff out. That's kind of the process that I'm going through. Those are the things that I'm playing with. I'm going to have Zach on the show tomorrow, and I want to have a discussion Zach about BFF, because Zach's been very active in the BFF community. He created the Telegram, he's created the website. So we'll have a discussion with BFF and how he's been interpreting the chat logs in relation to BFF. And because really the interest with BFF is that it seems to be a fundamental part of this layer 2 token. So I'm very interested this layer 2 in ATROPA ecosystem. So I think a lot of the community's eyeballs are on BFF at the moment. So with that, I'm sorry, I don't know if this was a waste of time. I'm really hoping at least through this process, it was something where maybe somebody's looking at it and it will trigger something in their mind based on something that they've done. And they're going to go, hey, I was looking at legal to this, and all of a sudden, because you've said that, it's triggered this. That's kind of the hope. That's really the hope of what I'm trying to do here as well. Like I said, we're learning together. At the moment, the feedback loop between the community and myself is probably more so just getting some positive comments. We haven't kind of really, I don't know if I've really taught anyone anything. And I know that the feedback loop in the spaces is certainly really good, and the different kind of chats on Telegram that I'm in is really good. So, but if somehow there can be a feedback loop where people kind of have little light bulb moments through these videos, then I'd definitely like to share that as well. I think, well, actually, I mean, I know that Somi did a video today with showing teddy bear to PLS. So I think, and he made a comment in my last video. So shout out to you, Somi. Hope you're watching this one as well. So that certainly triggered Somi, and that's what I want to see, because Somi has really been a huge influence on my thinking around this as well. So I would also like people to, yeah, if other people get influenced by this and they have ideas, please share. I mean, let's win together. That's what I'm all about. So, all right. Thanks very much, everybody. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow night.